Peter will come and say, Paul is hiding with me, knowing fully well that me, want to oppress him, Peter. How? Peter, I don't drive Benz, I never drive Benz for my life. You carry Range Rover and get your girlfriend. I don't even, the GLE of 2012, my wife said that to today.
Alright, all my correct people, now welcome back to my channel once again. Happy Sunday to all of you, my correct people. How na dey know all of na dey correct? Well, if not so, make we give Baba God a thanks for inside today. Alright, so Jude Okoye, the senior brother to PSquare, don't come out, expose this messy detail concerning this PSquare saga, and also the EFCC matter where we said their name was called out, and also how the diversion of money from PSquare royalties to his own personal account and the wife. My correct no be small matter. I know say since how many days now this family matter now they trend for inside social media. After they split in the year 2013, reconcile in the year 2021. Now again the matter don't start up again. Oh. So tell some people individual don't chook matter for inside this one. Yo Edoche don't come out chook matter. Many people P2B also visited them in order to make sure they reconcile. But after that, a lot have been happening. Peter come out spill, yes, so before Peter Obi go visit them. Talk about this EFCC of a thing. And aside from that, now many people come begin the chook matter. Before you know them, their wives, they come begin to the, unfollow each other. Yes, after Peter Obi go visit Rude Boy and the senior brother will be Jude. Now, he come reach yesterday, now Jude come say, okay, I know say they call me this, they call me that. That is time now for him to expose everything. So he actually made this announcement earlier yesterday. Yes, so say PSquare breakup, secret campaign, EFCC going live 7 p.m. today. That was yesterday. So he actually went live yesterday by 7 p.m. to address all this whole thing. It was even via this his life, or now we can't know no be the real senior brother say he get to senior brother before him. Anyway, I'm not just going to react on this. I'm just going to leave you guys to listen to the story, what he said, how they started PSquare, how the whole thing happened, how EFCC matter happened, and all the rest of that. And also, how netizens take react for inside this one. Yes, we don't hear from Paul, where say Peter call EFCC for them. We also don't hear from Peter, where say they divert fund from their royalty to his own personal account to the wife account, which is not really nice. A lot of people were so unhappy with that the senior brother is not supposed to do that. You're supposed to, you reunite your family, bring everybody together, but not to make them to have issues. So people actually reacted towards that. And there's so many things that surround this have really happened. How the wife unfollowed his co-wife, which is Lola, and at the same time supported you Edoche for his reaction and also his advice towards this PSquare that block anybody you need to block, and that is what it is. For now, I'm just going to leave you guys to listen to what Jude said. And I know say my people they talk say it's good to hear from different people. Make we hear so we'll be able to understand how the whole problem take start. And finally, how we will pass this judgment. A lot of people already threw their judgment after this video, but definitely let's hear from him first.
As Jude and Jesus of the PSquare, even if I have not had anything to do with PSquare for the past 8 years, but it's all good. My name is Jude Okoye, and due to what has been going on for, I think for the past weeks, normally for me, be myself, how I approach stuff like this, I normally sit it out, but I have to come and make this live video because it wasn't about me anymore. My family was involved in the whole thing, and I have to come and tell you guys what it's all about. Okay, first of all, let me start from the beginning of PSquare. I think most of you already know the story and how Smooth Criminal started through MMPP, then they now became PSquare. How Peter was more of the Smooth Criminal dancing, and Paul was more of singing after he broke out from dancing with the Smooth Criminals, started following me around and started, singing. The first song that Paul ever wrote in his life was Say Your Love. That was when I knew that there's something there. And when they went to the University of Jos, I was like, okay, this is, dancing Michael Jackson, imitating Michael Jackson in the secondary school time period is fine and okay. But now that you're in university, you cannot come to the university and still be, doing such, because people are expecting that you should be upgraded by then. Why don't you guys, fuse yourself together and possibly dance to your own music? Instead of you imitating Michael Jackson, Paul, bring your song, fuse it together, you guys can form a team. And that was how PSquare came about to be. So, long story short, we started the hustle from Jos together. Then we now came to Lagos, and everything is history. How we sacrificed everything to make the team work. How we came from just having nothing to Lagos, and working together as a team till this moment of crisis here and there every now and then. We started in 2013, ending of 2013. So it's crazy because it's kind of emotional, but it's something that needs to be said, and it has to be said just to get the record straight. Because I having issues from 2013 ending to early of 2014. I tried as much as possible to, because it has been going on since, but from 2013, 2014 was when it went out to the public, when it became public knowledge. And by then, it was so difficult then to curtail, because once something seeps out to the public, it becomes a public a thing that you cannot be able to take back. So from 2014, PSquare had issues, 2015, 2016, 2017. Then they now had a break of almost 5 years and came back in 2020, ending of 2021. And now again, they're having issues again. Why I'm here is because I was, one way or the other, involved in the PSquare saga once again, even though I have never had anything to do with PSquare for the past 8 years. Since 2016 to date, I've not been PSquare's manager, I've not been PSquare's director, I've not been PSquare's anything. I have just been on my own, doing my own real estate business, focusing on my own hustle. And one way or the other, anytime there has to be any crisis affecting PSquare, my name will one way or the other find itself in the midst. I don't know how it happens, but Peter seems to still have a way of bringing me inside the problem. So let's start with the EFCC case. In February, I think February ending, I started getting calls from people that I've done businesses with, people that I have made payments to, and people that have made payments to me. Every transaction I've ever had. Telling me that EFCC invited them, and they were asked to come and, account for whatever business they had with me. And most especially, all of them were all more on the Dome account. So I was believing that, okay, this problem has to do with the new government that's in place, and that they are chasing Binance, they are chasing everybody that's making, the FX rise, and whatever. I was like, oh, they'll just look at it and just move past. Until somebody that's paid Naira into the account called me and told me, hey, they asked him to come and explain for what he did, what the 500,000 Naira he paid in my account in 2015 was for. Then I was like, okay, this is not about FX or Binance anymore. Something fishy is going on. So it kept on coming like that. Everybody I've ever done businesses were calling me different people. And then in 22nd, I think 22nd of April, 2 days to my birthday, I was invited to come to the EFCC. I went there with Paul. I didn't know that Paul was even invited. He showed me that, he was even invited the same day. I said, okay, let's go to the same day. Let's go the same day. We now went there with our lawyer. We went there. Then I opened the file and they were asking me, okay, this money was found in your account. I said, yes. This money belongs to PSquare. I said, yes. So what is it doing in your account? I was like, why are you asking me what PSquare's money is doing in my account? It is my own share of PSquare. They were like, no, that there's a petition against me. I said, okay, let me see what the petition was about. Then they gave me the petition. That's when I knew that it was Peter that wrote a petition against me since December ending of 2023. The investigation started in 2024, January. And the petition was saying that I opened a secret company and I was siphoning PSquare's money to my personal account. I was like, no. This is royalties. Paul has SASEM publishing royalty coming to him every quarter. Peter has SASEM royalties coming to him every quarter. Jude has royalties also coming to him every quarter. We have an agreement within the three of us that anything that has to do with PSquare proceeds goes 3 ways to the three of us. Peter gets his own, he shares with us. Paul gets his own, he shares with us. I get my own, I share with 2 of them. That's how it has been going. Until 2017, or rather, 2016, when PSquare had issues with fighting in the Festus Kiamo's office and all that. There was a split of PSquare. Peter stopped sharing. Paul came and gave me money. I was like, yo, I think you can keep your money because Peter has stopped sharing. So I think what is going to happen now is that everybody should start keeping what they get because Peter is incommunicado now. Nobody can reach him. So I think that's the best thing. People were like, yeah, let's everybody keep what they get. And that's how it has been for over 4.5 to 5 years. Or thereabout. Till 2021 November when they came back together. And I did the noble thing, which was I returned the catalog back to the fold so that the three of us can be sharing it equally as usual, which was what was expected of me to do. But surprisingly, they refused to return their own. As I'm speaking to you right now, they are still keeping the royalty publishing that they receive quarterly. Peter is still keeping his own to himself. Paul is still keeping his own to himself. The one I was keeping to myself, I have returned to the fold. The three of us are sharing since 2022, early 2022, something like that. That was my story to the EFCC. And they said, okay, but the 2 of them are PSquare. That Peter said that I was an unemployed graduate from JOS. That's didn't have any job, and when they had issues with their former manager, Mensoras in peace, Bio, that they now invited me to come and manage PSquare for them so I can be on salary. I told him no, but I was one that brought them to Lagos. That I was one that even made the group PSquare. They said no, that was what Peter told them. I said, okay, that means when I'm coming tomorrow, I'm going to bring my CSCs, I'm going to bring my MOUs, I'm going to bring every document that I had to prove that I am not just a bystander. I am part and parcel of PSquare. They said, okay, what I should not blame them, that the only PSquare they know is just Peter and Paul on TV. I said, yeah, I know, I understand. The next day, be my birthday, I try to excuse them that, okay, can I be allowed not to be there on my birthday so that I can have time to attend to my guests and everything. They say, no, that's okay, I'll just come that day that they're going to release me by 12, 1 o'clock so I can go and attend to my guests. I said, no problem. So the next day I came. Now I came with just Paul. I didn't come with my main lawyer. And I gave them all the documents. The guy looked at it and was like, wow, did Peter sign this? I said, look at his signature. This is the CAC that we opened the company with. Both Square Records and Outside Entertainment. They were like, even more than PSquare. I was like, I don't understand what you mean. They said, look, you are entitled to 40% shares. Why they told them I'm entitled to 30%? I said, well, I'm not supposed to say it with my mouth. You can say. Then they said, okay, if that is the case, so I should come and prove. I should prove to them that we have an MOU, that we're supposed to be sharing it equally. I said, if the CSC is not enough, okay, we have an MOU. This is the MOU. The MOU clearly stated that the PSquare comprises of 3 entities: Peter, Paul, Jude. Every process of the PSquare goes 3 ways to Peter, Paul, Jude. Nobody has the right to take every PSquare song, catalog, video, likeness, image outside the benefit of PSquare. So, in a nutshell, I was able to establish that I am not a bystander, that I was PSquare, that I played my role in the PSquare situation. Long story short, they started asking me some questions that I felt very irritated about, even though I did not understand them, but now I do understand. They were asking me, okay, I built a mansion in Okoye. I said, yes. Where did I get the money from? Now it became, I've already explained to you what the money you said was petitioned against me in the account, what it was for. That this is my own money I was keeping from the royalty. Go and check Peter's own, you see his own in his account. Go and check Paul's own, you see his own in his account. Peter cannot come and say, Jude is stealing our money from us. You come and just look at the account and see PSquare's money and say, Peter said he's stealing his money, look at the money here. I said, no, check Peter's account, you see his own share there. Check Paul's account, you see his own there. Why are you just flashing the light on my own alone? So, I told them that, now you're asking me, I built a mansion, where did I get the money from? This one, where did I get the money from? I was like, yo, PSquare ended in 2017. I have devoted my life. From the day even before I went to university, I devoted my life in PSquare. There is nothing else I do aside PSquare. I put my life on hold just to make sure that PSquare succeeds. And all of a sudden, I am wanted out of PSquare. I didn't have a problem. I saw what you guys are saying. Dude, is it by force? Leave PSquare alone, leave PSquare alone. I understand that the fans are more interested in what their favorites want, not what the truth is or what is the right thing to do. And by 2016, I decided to say, okay, no problem. See, I'm not trying to put Peter down. I'm not trying to make him look bad. I'm not trying to say I'm a saint. I'm not trying to say there is nothing humanly possible that people, not just me now, people have not done. Emekofo, Letifa Yoba, Dantata, name them, prominent men, governors, ministers, everybody. Once they hear from him, they hear from me, they hear from Peter, and they're making a final submission, and submission is not going towards Peter's favor, it will explode. And walk out. Steady, steady, steady. They got tired and they forgot about it. I also got tired and I forgot about it and moved on. Why am I still always involved? I don't understand. 8 years, for 8 good years, I have not had anything to do with PSquare. For 8 years. I have survived outside PSquare for 8 years. Now, that is the biggest problem. Peter went to EFCC. After they had issues with... Okay, let me talk about the issue before he went to EFCC. Last ending to December, I was sitting at Paul's poolside watching TV. I'm not going to tell you what I saw, and I started hearing screaming from the other side. The guy that was sitting next to me, I was like, as Paul's boy, I said, what's going on? He said, Paul is the other side. I said, what is he doing there? He said, I think they're having a meeting. Then the voice became so loud and so loud. The noise was now approaching towards my back because I was facing the TV and there was a door behind me. Next thing, as I was just turning back like that, I started hearing, where have our children there? Where have our children there? You loser! Where have our children there? Next thing, Paul barged into the gate violently. Peter came forcefully behind him. And I just turned, I made eye contact with Peter. He now turned back and went back into his compound. Then Peter's manager, MM, now heard Paul, went to her knees. Paul, please, Paul, Rudy, Paul, please, you never heard it. Paul, you never heard it, you never heard it. I was just surprised. I was just looking at them. Then she walked back in. Paul went inside, cleaned himself up, and now came back. I was like waiting for him, like, guy, what did I just witness now? What happened? What was going on? That they've been having issues, and he thought that the only way that the issue should stop is to have a permanent solution to the issues. If Peter is complaining that he doesn't get his ideas, contribution in the PSquare brand, that what they're going to do now is like, if they're going to be doing everything 50-50, like for instance now, they said they wanted to have an album or whatever. Somebody wants to get the album for 10 tracks. He said, okay, you bring half of the album, I'll bring half of the album. You'll be in charge of your 5 songs, I'll be in charge of my 5 songs. You promote your 5 songs, I'll promote my 5 songs. If you want to shoot the video, you have an idea of the video, instead of conflicting with mine, shoot it with in your own 5 songs, I'll shoot mine in my own 5 songs. But to have that union of PSquare, I'll have my songs come to you and say, okay, Peter, come and feature in 2, 3, 4, or 5 of my tracks. Do the same thing. Let's have that union. So that we can be able to protect that PSquare sound, that texture that people already fell in love with PSquare, so I can still maintain it. That Peter rejected that idea. That was what brought the argument. I was like, that's a good idea, by the way, because this idea now will mean that there will be no more conflict. If I'm disrespecting you in the studios, this time around, we don't need to be in the studio together. If I'm disrespecting your ideas of a song, this time around, put the ideas in your own song. If I'm disrespecting your ideas to shoot, how we're going to shoot a video, who to feature in a song, and I decide to say, oh, let's go and feature Usher. You say, no, you want to feature whoever. Go on, whoever you want. Use your money, bring the person, feature the person. At the end of the day, that your first song, register it. Copyright it as your own. I'll do likewise to my own. If the song went na my own, na him blow, or your own, na him blow, whichever one will blow, when they call us for PSquare, we'll climb stage together, go perform finish, we'll go collect our money, we'll split them 50-50. But when it comes to royalties, streaming, whatever, the only way they come for your name of your own songs, being go to you. The only way they come to my own, make it come to me. That was exactly what he proposed. Okay, what does it mean by you are siding with Paul is always siding with Jude, knowing fully that Jude wants to oppress me? For crying out loud. How me could take oppress Peter? No, let's be realistic. I don't be superstar. I don't be artist. I don't get for poster. I don't get followership for social media. What is that thing that will make that I will ever use to oppress Peter in this life? That Peter will come and say, Paul is hiding with me, knowing fully well that me, want to oppress him, Peter. How? Peter, I don't drive Benz. I never drive Benz for my life. You carry Range Rover and get your girlfriend. I don't even, that GLE of 2012, my wife says that to today. How I take oppress you? No, how? There has to be a way to bring Paul, connect her with Jude, and everything will fall into places. It has been like that for the past 10 years. It hasn't changed. They say a man does what works. Once something works, a man is tend to repeat it again. That has always been the pattern.
All right, oh my crap, when I don't hear from Jude now. Yes, so wait till talk me. I don't even need to put more because this video don't day long already. Make we see if you comment. Happy to take react for inside this one. From Atomy Yumi said, you keep saying you left PSquare 8 years ago and you have nothing to do with them, but you retain your 40%. This is the problem. Then Enu said, you never addressed the secret account you opened where you were transferring money to. Okay? They will have another one also coming from, let me say, by his face we shall know his fully lies. Then Priscilla said, this guy no pure, even his wife. Then Blessful said, Jude, did you open a company with similar name as PSquare and receive royalties that didn't get to Peter? How can you be receiving PSquare royalty? How many managers they receive royalty? Abi you be PSquare? The Emirates said this guy avoided all the issues raised by Peter. Now he's gaslighting Peter. No rumor at all. Alright, finally I think I'm just going to take the last one from this person who says Nigerians, once they don't listen and like one person, the other person matter no concern them. Moreover, did your wife comment and like your post? That one another wahala. Did your wife like me your Edoche post? Say that one another wahala. The next person say you have tried, your younger brothers are fighting, why can't you remain neutral? All right, I think I'm just going to end this here. Let me leave you guys to drop your own opinion. So what do you think about this this that Jude have listed here? What do you have to say? Please let me see your own reaction in the comment section. Thank you guys and God bless you and bye for now.